those highlights. But when you think about Jared Allen, you're thinking about defense first. You think about how he can control his man one-on-one. And when you do have dribble penetration, you know he'll rotate and try to alter the shot.
Well, Tuesday against the Utah Jazz, he had 2 blocked shots on Rudy Gobert and held Gobert to 10 points. So to your point, he's been very valuable so far in this rotation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time now for Driven to Succeed, presented by Toyota. Take a look at this. Best records in the NBA. A couple of those might have surprised you, Dennis.
I think Orlando surprised me out the gate a little bit. Not much with Indiana. And then I'm going to go up to Philadelphia because people say, why are you going there 3D? Because a lot of people question Doc leaving the Clipperland, being there 9 years, never really getting to the promised land. Then all of a sudden, getting that Sixer team to play good basketball. Then some people say, well, the schedule's favored early. Well, if they were 3-4, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or, 4-4, or, something like that, then we'd be questioning, is Doc, does he have it? Are they listening to him? Is Embiid like Doc? No, obviously Doc's saying the right things because they're winning the ball games they're supposed to this early in the season.
Joel Embiid.
Balling.
He's been playing really well. We're seeing a high level, a consistent high level. Do you think this is different? I know it's early, but can he sustain this level of play for the remainder of the season?
The only question, can Doc and the medical staff continue to help him take care of his body? We never question talent. We never question, does he play hard? We question, does he still have that aggressive mode all the time, or attack mode, like we like to say, all the time? And I think that comes back to, does he take care of his body all season long so he can give the effort that Doc wants him to give?
Ben Simmons, we've had a lot of talk, a lot of chatter about these two. Can they play together? Doc Rivers may have been able to figure out some sort of secret recipe. Ben Simmons coming off of a season-high 12 assists. It seems to be working thus far with the best record. What do you think?
So far, so good, but I'll go there for us, Steph. Everyone wants to see more jump shots. I get it, people. I like to see him shoot more jump shots, too. But I kind of agree with Doc. If the goal was to score 120 points a night, I don't care how you score them. So if you're being effective and you're being the Ben Simmons that made you the number 1 pick, which is attacking the basket, attacking the paint, shooting threes, that's not what made you the number 1 pick. But you do have to be aggressive so the defense honors you, so now your team can be effective. Otherwise, the defense shrinks the lane, and now there's no driving opportunity. So far, I like what I see being aggressive. He knocked down a 3-point shot the other night in rhythm, shot it with confidence. I like to see a little bit more jump shooting in the flow with confidence, not necessarily a lot of threes.
We've talked about 3 Sixers players that have been very consistent with their output. The 4th wheel on this vehicle that's moving is Seth Curry. Unfortunately for the Philadelphia 76ers, Seth Curry will be out tonight due to an ankle injury. But he right now has career highs in 17 points he's averaging per game. He's shooting 59.5% from behind the arc. What say you about young Seth Curry?
Well, I think when he saw, Big Bro go off the other night for 62, he said, hey, man, I got to remind Bro, I can still shoot too. This is a shooting family. But no, more importantly, I'm happy for him because he's created his own niche for himself.
Yeah.
And it took so long for him to say, you know what, I know how good my brother is, but guess what? I can shoot the basketball too. And now, my father-in-law is giving me an opportunity to go out there and say, son-in-law, go out there and do what you do. We traded for you for a reason. We want you to be here, so do what you do. And I think on the other end of the floor, he's giving the effort. He's playing as hard as he can defensively. He's trying to get those long rebounds that guards do, and that's very important to stay on the floor. But last but not least, shoot the ball, young man. That's what you do.
Love it. And when you surround Ben Simmons and Embiid with shooters.
You need that.
Right?
You need that to keep the defense honest, because if not, they're going to keep that thing shrunk up, and now it's hard to win ball games.
All right, we got some good news for you. If you want a feel-good story, because there's a lot going on in the world that does not make you feel good, check this out. New Utah Jazz owner Ryan Smith has announced that the team is offering a 4-year college scholarship to an underrepresented student for every Utah win this year. Every win.
Is that nationwide? Is that just in Utah?
That's a great question. He hasn't specified yet. But
come on, Ryan. Hey, you got me excited now. Do we give that to all the young, kids out there in America? Male, female? Come on, let's get a little more in depth. I love the concept. Now, I think it's only 72 games this year, and I think we had them, winning like 40, 42 games.
A lot of scholarships.
In that little team preview. That's a lot of scholarships. That's a lot of giving back. And that's really putting your money where your mouth is and not just talking about it. So our kudos for Mr. Smith for doing that.
And 4-year scholarship.
Yes.
It's not one of those grants, like a one-time deal. So
you do
that's
it one
awesome.
time, you get stuck, and the next thing you know, you're going to borrow some money. And you graduate, and you still owe the world the money.
Right. So kudos to Ryan Smith. We love that. Guess what? We got a little treat for you, Dennis. In Brooklyn.
Uh-oh.
Do you remember this Nets logo?
Whoa, that's flashback. Last time I seen that logo, I think Shaq broke the backboard that night in Meadowlands, I think. That's a good flashback for me.
Yeah. How about your former teammate at Georgia Tech, Kenny Anderson?
Hey, in the building.
With the Nets.
Left
That was
Rack
his
City.
logo, right?
That's right. That was his logo.
Love that. I love that Brooklyn is doing that. It looks nice.
Looks nice. It looks real nice. Great job.
All right. Well, we still have a lot to talk about, so we're going to send you guys on a quick break. 5 games in the NBA tonight. We're going to talk about most of them.